Welcome back to Trading with CJ. Let's talk about Cinedigm. We had some massive news come out around this penny stock just yesterday. This is a penny stock that I spoke about a few different times on my channel. It's one of my favorite ones. Definitely one of my bigger positions, I'd say, medium to larger position in terms of my overall penny stock portfolio anyway. And yeah, it's been a bit of a rough time, just like most penny stocks out there at the moment. But we've had some massive news which see this penny stock go soaring 20+% at the start of trading just yesterday. If you want to get all these updates on different penny stocks that we own, /follow. I'm always here to provide the latest news and updates. We also talk about a lot of growth stocks and value stocks, a mixture, everything stock market. If you're interested in all of that, please go ahead and smash the like and subscribe to my channel as well. We give you daily updates. Plus, I have a Patreon if you want to get exclusive videos, live streams, and my buys and sells. Come and join us on the Patreon. All support really is appreciated, but let's get into this video. Okay, so Cinedigm, this is the popular online streaming platform. Think Amazon Prime, think Netflix. This is like that, but at a very earlier stage. But they're gaining acquisition after acquisition right now. Okay, we've covered all of this before. I'm going to leave the links to analysis videos and updates videos in the description. But let's have a look at the share price because it's been rough. I'm on the 6-month graph here, okay, and the most we saw this run up to was about $2.14. From those all-time highs, which was around about early February time, we're actually down about 42%. Now that's not uncommon at the moment within the penny stock. We did see this shoot back up to 192 towards the end of March. And that was on the basis of some NFT news. NFTs have been taken over and some different companies are starting to incorporate NFT platforms into their company itself or on online platforms. And Cinedigm was one of these few companies which really does have a growing platform and a basis of where they can incorporate this. This is like a Netflix. It has so many different online streaming services. It can easily turn some of this product into NFTs. So they announced the launch here of a potential NFT platform. This was via Twitter. Okay, this was just literally the fact that they are thinking about doing it. It was nothing more than that. However, we had some really exciting news from Cinedigm. We're going to go into this press release. Cinedigm announces record subscription and ad-supported user growth milestones. Their numbers have been growing at a rapid rate. You can see here, total streaming viewers reached 23.8 million viewers in March. March alone, that is massive, up 208% year on year, which is absolutely huge. And total subscribers to the company's SVOD services surpasses 640,000, which is up 574% year on year. It's very early days for this company and still very much under the radar. You try to find some information or some videos on this company, it's quite hard. There's not too much out there. We've been covering this one for quite a while now. It really is exciting. In March 2021, Cinedigm's total streaming viewer footprint reached approximately 23.8 million monthly active ad-supported viewers across Cinedigm's digital networks. And so this is big. Growing numbers and 208% year on year right there. And some other key milestones and facts are approximately 423 million minutes were streamed. Advertising requests increased over 431%. 96% of all streaming occurred in connected TV environments, which is in greater demand from advertisers compared to desktop or mobile inventory, which means more money for the company. And 16 streaming channels currently live versus 5 in March 2020, a 220% increase. So they've literally doubled and some. They're 3 times what they had live in March 2020. So this is really good news for this company. I won't go into much more on this because it's pretty self-explanatory. These numbers are growing, okay? Viewership is growing, ad revenue is growing, potential advertisers are coming to this company now more and more, which means more income for this company. The financials are not the best with Cinedigm, but it's very early days still, and things are starting to pick up. We're hoping this one will go into profit in the next year or two. That is the aim anyway, from my perspective, and I really do think, you know, it has the potential here to do that. It does give us some updates on key streaming initiatives, and we've covered some of these. Some of these we were a bit late to this. You got last year and stuff. We started covering this from Screenbox. Screenbox relaunched just before that. NFT initiative, which we just briefly touched on, and then the Foundation TV acquisition, which was in one of our recent updates as well. I am proud of the efforts of Cinedigm's team to not only execute on 5 M&A transactions, a matter of months, but also conduct major channel and product launches and planning amidst an already aggressive growth trajectory. This reflects the extensive competitive advantage that Cinedigm holds in executing a highly complex and technical roll-up strategy. Really, things are looking really good for this company. So following on from this news, of course, we had some big price action. There's an article that came out from Motley Fool, and this claims that in the morning of yesterday's trade, and this was up 29%, it actually did pull back, which we'll go into in just a minute. But it did have a nice green day for sure on the basis of these big figures. It does go on to say, now what? The stock is up more than 200% over the past year, which is true. We're down in the last couple of months, but don't forget, over the last year, we are up huge gains. And it's been something of a roller coaster. In fact, one point, the span of the stock was higher than 750%, which we said we have seen this drop down as of late. It does go on to mention that long-term investors will probably want to sit tight on the sidelines until the transaction is further along. Indeed, the most recent quarter and the company's loss increased 40% to 0.07 per share. Right now, it seems as if the peaks and valleys may be driven more by emotion and the company's underlying financial results. Now, of course, there is a lot of good news coming out around this company, which is inspiring a lot of investors to get involved. But for me, the NFT side of things was a bonus that I did not expect to be happening. Definitely not. I was excited by this company way before NFT stuff came along. The acquisitions were growing, the numbers were growing. It was a good investment. The additional NFT for me is a bonus. There's also an article from Investor Place, and this does go on to name a couple of things which may be causing this to be pulling back at the moment. There are still significant risks in CIDM stock that investors will want to consider. Among these are continuing concerns about the pandemic's effect on movie theatres. True, the movie theatres have been affected massively. Are people want to go back to them? Are they going to survive? Well, I don't necessarily think Cinedigm needs it. They're an online streaming platform, and I think, if anything, this could potentially help them out in the long run. Its NFT plans being more of a gamble. Yes, that's because it's very early days. They only put a tweet out. Nothing has really come to fruition just yet. But like I said, I was not in this one for the NFT anyway. This is a bonus for me if it does happen. The only reason this is a gamble is if you've purely got in for the NFTs, which for me, that wasn't the case. And the last point they say is the company's status as a Reddit stock. We know about the effect of the Reddit stocks with AMC, GameStop, SOS, etc. I haven't really seen too much of Cinedigm being in a Reddit stock other than from the NFT front. I mean, it's definitely not on that level of short squeezing just yet. If it does do that, I'm definitely going to be happy to take some profits and re-enter at a more suitable time. But I can't personally see that happening. But yeah, overall, the numbers are really looking good. Things are looking good. There's obviously some concerns from some analysts and some different companies out there who, cover these types of stocks. Two big companies, Investor Place and Motley Fool, which of course isn't going to massively help the stock in the short term. But over long term, that is no reason for me to not be investing. I do like this company. And yeah, let's have a look at the big day yesterday that we had. We actually started the day up about 24%. We did go all the way up to 143 per share. And we closed the day at around about 124. So we did actually drop down from the highs yesterday of actually 13% from those highs. But overall, we had a nice 8 to 9% green day, which was pretty good. So for me, will I be buying more at these prices? So I haven't actually added to Cinedigm, I believe, for the last couple of weeks. But yeah, I'll definitely be adding more. Let's see how this one pans out over the next few days. We normally see a pullback after a nice green day. Yes, it was only 9%, not 24%. So we have already experienced that pullback. But this could go on for close on Thursday and Friday in the market. So let's just be interested to keep our eyes on this one, watch what's happening. But for me, long-term hold, numbers are growing. Let's hope this gets to some profitability in the next year or two. Things are going to be looking very good for Cinedigm. That's just my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. If you are planning on investing, you should always do your own research first. If you've appreciated this update, please go ahead and smash the like and subscribe to my channel. I give you all these updates on lots of the penny stocks that we cover on this channel, as well as some growth and value plays as well. Thanks for watching, and until next time.